Hey, this is Bill Pescosolido coming to you from billpescosolidoblog.com. And in today's video, I'm actually going to talk to you about how to make better videos. In fact, I'm going to give you 7 specific tips on how you can start making better videos today. Now, I've been around, I've seen a lot of videos, I've coached people, I've worked with people, I've just watched people's videos a ton and I've learned a ton. And I've picked up on some things that I feel typically a new person making videos will make mistakes on these things often, right? All the time, in fact. So I want to help you if you're just starting off making videos, or even if you've made a whole bunch of videos and you're still trying to figure it all out. I'm going to give you 7 specific tips today to help you start making better videos for your business. All right, so tip number 1, very simply put, make sure that you are centered within your video. Now, believe it or not, I recently saw someone do a video where they were positioned just like I'm positioned right now. It seemed kind of awkward and weird. I mean, look at where I am. You've got all this room over here, and this person was literally stuck here in the corner of their own video. And while blatantly obvious, it was so obvious to some, maybe not obvious to this person, but hopefully obvious, is that you really want to center yourself in the video and don't find yourself smushed in a little corner like I am right now. Now, I don't want you to get hyper analytical about this. You don't have to be centered exactly. Like, I'm not trying to make sure that my head is right underneath that compass thing above me, and I'm not too concerned about being matched up perfect with the pillows. Am I better here or am I better here? That's not what I'm talking about, right? But if you find yourself watching your video after the fact and you're like this in the video, like I showed you before, that's just not good, right? It's just not good, and it's not really conveying the most professional, compelling video to watch for your audience. So again, always make sure you center yourself, at least for the most part, within your video. All right, number 3, be passionate, be excited about whatever it is that you're talking about. Keep in mind that if you're shooting videos and if you're doing it for marketing purposes, you're probably promoting, marketing, or selling something, a product, a service, a system that you use, who knows what. But whatever it is, you want to let your passion and excitement come through in the camera. And I'll give you an example of what you shouldn't do. And this is actually a video that I saw very recently that someone did, and it went something like this. Hi, this is Bill, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how to do videos better, how to make more compelling videos. I'm going to give you some tips on video, and hopefully you'll like the video that I do, and you'll want to do more videos also, because videos are pretty cool and I really like video. I mean, really, that's how it went. And I watched this video just because I had to watch it through to the end, because I was thinking to myself, obviously this will pick up at some time. This is a bit, or they're joking with me, something's wrong here. But no, that is exactly how they did the video. So don't do videos like that. Now, I'm not saying that you've got to be fake. I'm not saying you got to bounce around the walls and yell and scream and be super like hyper. That's not what I'm talking about. But your audience has a finite amount of attention. And your audience also, they've got other things that they could be doing, right? They could be looking at other videos. They could be, ordering pizza. They could be watching SportsCenter or, The Bachelorette. And if they're going to dedicate any time to you and your video, you got to make it worth their while. And you've got to be somewhat passionate and excited about what you are delivering, what you're offering. Again, what you're promoting, what you're marketing, what you're selling, whatever it is, because if you can't drum up the passion and excitement about something that you're trying to sell to them, how could they ever get excited about it if you're not excited first? All right, so simply put, be passionate and be excited about whatever it is you're doing your video on. Okay, number 4. You need to map out what you're going to say in your video. Now, let me be very crystal clear here on what I'm going to say. I'm not saying that you have to write a script and then memorize that script or read off a teleprompter and memorize it word for word or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But you do have to map out, at least in your own head, what you want to say in your video so that when you're delivering the content of that video, that information and that content is coming out at a pretty quick clip, a quick pace. Now, let me illustrate to you what I mean as far as what not to do, right? So I find that as I'm doing my videos, one of the things that I would want to share with you is like, it's hard to explain, but it's just, I've done video a lot, and if you're going to do it, you really should, you gotta just really, again, it's tough to explain, but you know what I'm trying to say, don't you? And no one did. No one knew what this person was trying to explain. So again, I'm not saying memorize word for word. I'm not saying it has to be scripted perfectly. It's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about, though, is, for example, I have, and you probably can't even see this, it's just some notes, right, on a piece of paper, some talking points that I have right here. And I can sit here and I can glance back down at the talking point, right? So I know my next talking point. And so I can spit these talking points, this content out to you and deliver it in a very timely fashion. Now, you're going to say, well, Bill, aren't you going to be looking down and looking up and looking down and looking up? Well, no, I'm going to edit this after the fact. So if in between my points here, these 7 points, if I have to go and look down here as a refresher, that's fine, because at the end of this video, I will edit that out. I will edit the look down, right? So it'll all look fairly seamless to you as you're watching this video. And the point is that these 7 different points, these 7 tips, these 7 suggestions I'm offering to you will come at you, and I will seem prepared. My delivery will be professional. I will come across, at least I hope, like I know what I'm talking about, and this will be delivered to you in a way that's quick and seamless, and you'll be able to get it, and you'll think to yourself, okay, yeah, that guy Bill knows what he's talking about. I like it. I'm going to keep watching for more stuff, right? Because that's what you want to convey to your audience when you're doing your videos as well. Number 5. Now, this one seems really, really obvious, but I actually saw some videos recently of people who were not making eye contact with the camera. And their video went something like this. I've been doing videos for a while now, and gosh, I really feel that, video is just a part of me, and I love to share. I love to just, express who I am through my video. And, video is a great tool that I've used. And I think, it'd probably be good if you used it as well in your videos. And, I just think video is great. And I'm watching this and I'm like, who are you talking to? There's no connection here. And the reason why you have to make eye contact, just look into the camera, is because you want to make a connection with the viewer. Like right now, hopefully, I'm making a connection with you as you're watching this. But if I was looking here or looking down there, it would be like as if you met someone for the first time. And I walk up and I stuck my hand out and I said, hey, my name's Bill. How are you? And they said, hey, I'm Phil. How are you? And they looked around and I'd be like, I'm pretty good. How are you? And they're like, I'm fine. It's nice to meet you as well. I mean, who would do that? That's very awkward. So don't do that in your videos. Again, this might seem obvious, but I've seen a lot of people in their videos just not making direct eye contact into the camera. And again, that is so critical because you need to make a connection with the audience. You need to make a connection with your viewer. And if you're not making that connection by staring off out in the far distant abyss, there'll be no connection, and the person probably won't want to watch your video, and they'll click off and go back to doing something else. They'll go play checkers or Parcheesi or whatever. They just won't watch your video. So again, very important, always make eye contact with the camera when you're making your videos. The number 6 tip I want to give you is don't be too close to the camera. I saw someone recently, their video was like this, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, my God, I can see the pores on your skin, and like the blackheads, and like little shave bumps. They were just way, way, way too close. So really be mindful of your audience. And take a step back and again, think of your audience and how you're going to come across in this video. Does this have to be the most professional thing on earth? Well, no, we're not professional videographers here, but if you do the super zoom up close or if you're way too far away even, you're just probably going to turn off your audience. So you might be asking, Bill, well, what's the appropriate distance? Well, I guess this is, 4 feet away, 5 feet, something. I don't think there's like a hard, steadfast rule to how many feet you should be away from the camera, but just don't do the super zoom up close up in your video because people don't want to get that up and close and personal to your nose hairs. All right, so show them a little courtesy, take a little bit, back up, step back, and then shoot your video from a reasonable distance. The 7th and final tip that I want to give you today on how to make better videos is really don't sweat the small stuff. I know I've given you some tips here today. I don't want you to feel like you have to be a perfectionist. No one's going to create the perfect video. I've already messed up a couple times in this video, I'm sure, right? So don't sweat the small stuff. If the dog barks in the background, hey, life happens. If you're not centered perfectly, but you're pretty much centered, that's okay. The important thing is to get your message out to your audience. I think people really care more about the message and your content rather than the little, picayune things and the little technicalities and so forth. Now, as long as you follow the previous 6 steps and you're not so close that they can see your nose hairs and your lighting isn't horrible and you're not way off in the little corner of your camera and you followed some of these basic steps, everything else should fall into place. And the most important thing is that you just do your video. Because here's what I can tell you with 100% certainty. The mediocre video that you never actually shoot and put up on YouTube or create a piece of content, no one's ever going to see that video. Right? No one will ever see the video that you don't do. But people can see the videos that are decent or that are okay or that are pretty good, right? And if you can get a video out there that's just pretty good, well, that's great because most people won't do anything. So if you can pump out some good quality content with pretty good video quality and so forth and lighting and distance and centered and all these things, that's good, right? That is good enough by far. And again, what people really want to focus on is your message and not the little things. So don't sweat the small stuff. Just do your videos and have fun. Take your business seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. Just have fun with your videos. Pump out some good videos, deliver some content, help your audience out, give value, share, give tips, everything, and do it and have fun, be lively, be energetic, and you will resonate with a lot of people, and you'll have people who want to start following you and watching more and more of your videos. All right, well, I hope you liked this video today, and if you did, feel free to comment below. I would love to hear any feedback that you have and answer any questions that you have, and if you feel someone else could benefit from these tips as well, by all means, feel free to share this with them. So share it on Facebook, you can tweet it, pin it, it's all up to you, whatever your social media addiction is. And again, this is Bill Pescosolido from BillPescosolidoblog.com, and I will see you in the next video.